what the problem was, but we're here.
Yay. Time to open up a bottle of wine.
Open it up, baby. We're on.
Yay.
As you come on, all of the things that I had set up is gone.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Uh,
Don't worry about it.
Just remember, as you come on and you let us know where you're from and what you're doing, what you're drinking, it's Self-Care Thursday. Please do not click on anything that resembles us or says that you can watch the live video. You are in the right place. You're home here with us, Mimosas and Masterpieces. And it's our typical Self-Care Thursday.
Self-Care Thursday. This is my self-care at the moment.
There you go. I hope you have your self-care.
This is really good.
And Grandma Pat's the first person I see. Don't worry, we just got in a little too
Hi,
late.
Grandma
We
Pat.
just got in a little late too.
Technical difficulties, just for a moment.
Yeah. Maybe next time I won't set up so early and be ready to go.
It's like we were 15 minutes ready to go.
Yeah.
And
then
you
as soon as I
click
clicked on live, it said no live. And we was watching it for so long, but either way, we're here.
We made it.
We're ready. Hi, Nikki Tamaka.
Hi, Nikki.
Zilla Rahman.
Hello.
Yes, again, I'm going to say this again. If you see anything in the comment section saying watch the Pumpkin Planner Self-Care Thursday live stream, don't even bother. Just don't even click on it. I see somebody clicked on it. Don't click on that, please, because you're in the right place. Hi, Abby. Abby's here.
Hi, Abby.
Rebecca from Oregon is here.
Hi, Rebecca.
Amber Taylor from Skowhegan, Maine, drinking sangria.
There you go, girl.
All right. Anita Erickson from New York, drinking Seagrams.
Hi, Anita.
Jackie AJ, hi.
Hi, Jackie.
Top fan Jamie Marie here.
Hi, Jamie.
Jen Fredericks, painting in northern Wisconsin.
Hi, Jen.
Angela Diddles Allen. These are all our regular viewers.
That's
That's right. I'm remembering the names now.
If you're new, though, let us know that it's your first time.
Yes, please. Hi from Wyoming, Marie Sanders.
Hi, Marie.
Tracy Davis Smith from Georgia.
Hi, Tracy.
There's our West Coast. All right, we got Amber Kaiser from California. She's
Hi,
new.
Amber.
All right, Amber, if you see anything in the comment section saying to click on it, it's not us. You're
don't
here.
click.
You're in the right place. Don't even worry. Jennifer Lay, it was so hard to get in here. I don't know what the difficulty was.
Well, it took us a minute to get our camera on live, so that's
it
the
might have been because
difficulty.
we were sitting there for so long and we were inactive.
We thought we'd be really prepared and be like 5-10 minutes ready to go, and then we click live and no. You are
Well,
not
we're
live.
here. It's Self-Care Thursday. We're going to put the world on pause and we're going to have some fun and we're going to paint and we're going to tell you what's coming up in the next couple of weeks.
Tons of
Yes,
stuff to do.
tomorrow's a big day. We're going to be doing
Tons
the
of
Golden
stuff
Girls
tomorrow.
Friday night, Friends Night.
That's right.
If you're new, and please let us know where you're from so we can pin it up on the map. Echo Kirkland, one of our top fans,
Hi,
says
Echo.
hello.
Welcome back.
Erica Kavitz, Rogers. I like to get people's names right.
I know.
hope I did that right.
Hi, Erica.
All right, from Melbourne Beach.
Awesome.
Tiffany Halshauer,
Hi, Tiffany.
Kolo Dijej from California. I know I messed that name up. I'm sorry. Laura Cucorlo Swanson from West Richland, Washington.
Hi, Laura.
She's got Pinot.
That's Pinot.
Pinot. Okay. You know I don't drink, so I don't know.
Pine nut.
JB, Luna, and Lisa are here.
Hi, JB Luna.
Sammy Hurley, love the penguins behind you too.
Hi.
That's what we're doing on Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving night.
We'll be here on Thanksgiving
That's
night.
right.
Christina Farnsworth.
Hi,
Will
Christina.
this be on Facebook or YouTube tomorrow? It'll be on Facebook tomorrow.
We won't go to YouTube for a while.
Right. I'm still posting videos on YouTube. There's tons of them now.
You got plenty to do.
Yep, plenty you can pick from. Lou Lee from Flagstaff, Arizona,
Hi, Lee.
sipping Pinot.
Pinot.
Okay. Grigio. Pinot Grigio?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a water drinker. I don't know nothing about any kind of drinks.
Oh, that's funny.
Marie Sanders. She's new. She says, my name is Stony.
Hi,
Marie
Stony.
is my middle name.
Oh,
Okay.
awesome. Stony.
Yeah, sounds good. Michelle A. Santiago from Florida,
Hey,
second
Michelle.
second timer.
Awesome. I'm glad you came back.
A top fan, Cheryl Boyce Moyer from
Hi,
PA.
Cheryl.
Miriam Magallan from California.
Hi.
Amber Taylor, I have painted in review, but this is my first time live with you.
Yay, you made it live. I'm so glad.
Yes,
This is awesome.
Shelly Alcorn from North
Aw.
Central Kansas.
Welcome, everyone. Wow.
Another one of our top fans, Mandy Oliver.
Oh, this is Mandy's painting, you guys.
There you go.
Mandy is the artist and creator of this painting.
Hey, we honor her today on Self Care Thursday.
That's right.
Again, for all you people who are new with us, you're going to see these little ads in the comment section saying, watch the Pumpkin Planner Self Care Thursday live stream. That's just clickbait to get your credit card information and your personal information. Don't even think about touching that. Just
No
stay
click.
away from it.
No
Ignore
clicks.
it. You're in the right place. Oh,
Awesome.
Jamie Marie says, I couldn't get my Facebook to work on an iPad.
Ah.
She had issues.
I think we had issues with Aiden's when we were trying to do it with Aiden's. So every once in a while, I guess. I don't use an iPad often, so
Yeah.
that's him.
Paula Heinz from Chicago is with us.
Hello.
Jessica Clemente from Washington.
Hi, Jessica.
We got everybody far and wide all ready to
Cool.
join us tonight to have some fun on Self Care Thursday.
Yay.
We're going to put the world on pause and we're going to do some fun painting tonight.
Awesome.
And we're going to let you know what else we got coming up for this week and the following weeks to come for the whole holiday season as the whole country gets put on quarantine.
Literal pause.
So, yeah, we're going to put the world on pause and we're going to have some fun regardless of what we have to do. That's how we do self-care.
So true. Awesome.
Yes. Yes, we're going to give a couple of more minutes for people to join in.
Cool.
If you're new, please let us know where you're from so
Yeah.
we can put it on the map.
Yeah, now there's still a little bit of stuff on the way, but.
We got Nancy Philpott from North Carolina.
Hi, Nancy.
And we've got Letitia Segura de Anda from
Hi,
Vista,
Letitia.
California.
Awesome. Welcome.
Pam Phipps, another one of our top
Hi,
fans,
Pam.
is here.
Welcome
Been
back.
looking for tonight's from
Awesome.
Virginia.
Love it.
Nicole France,
Love.
there we go. Nicole France from Saskatchewan, Canada. We love our Canadians. We love our Canadians. We're so happy you guys join us.
Thanks for coming
And
back.
we finally got somebody from Alaska. First time live, Whitney Chichetti.
Yay.
Please
Welcome,
let us know where in
Whitney.
Alaska you're from so we can put it on the map.
Welcome,
please-
Whitney.
And please do not click on anything that says watch the Pumpkin Planner Self Care Thursday live stream. It's us. We're here. Don't
That's
click on anything you see in the comments. You're in the right place.
Yes.
And as you know, since you're new here, if you're new here, what you got to understand is if you miss any of our live events, we always keep it posted. Once we finish the video, we post it and keep it on Facebook. Eventually, it ends up on YouTube. So we encourage you to visit our YouTube channel, which is Mimosas Masterpieces. One word, Mimosas Masterpieces. Both words are plural, but you put them together to make one word, you'll find us on YouTube. You see the logo in the back, hiding behind the canvas.
Yep.
Okay, and that's us. There's plenty of videos that I post them as many as I can, and you have plenty of things to choose from to paint. And it's all the live versions of what we've done, and we just post them up on YouTube so you can continue to paint if you feel like it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right.
Darlene Hartwick says, love that I can find you on YouTube.
Hi,
I've watched a lot of your
Darlene.
videos, but the first time I've been here live.
Aw, welcome. I'm so
Well,
glad
you're
you
in
made
for a
it
treat.
live. Well, I'm not that, but I'm welcome to be live.
No, you're in for a treat because we're going to be live today. We'll be live tomorrow. We'll be live all weekend next weekend,
Oh, I
starting
was
on
like-
Thanksgiving, then that Friday, then that Saturday, doubleheader day. I'm going to be reading off all the events that we have coming up so you can pick and choose what you want to do.
That's right.
All right?
All
So
right.
everybody's here. I think we can get started whenever you're ready.
Ready? All right. First, take a sip. I'm doing a Muscat tonight. Nice little sweet wine. It's part of One Hope. It is part of the wine give back thing that I posted a while ago. This bottle donates money to clinical trials for cancer research.
There we go.
So I love that. I love doing things that give back. So anywho, that's me. I'm Jennifer. Mark's behind the computer, behind the camera. We are Mimosas and Masterpieces. We're in little South Bound Brook, New Jersey. Going to you guys all over the world now. Thank you. We'd like to say It is not about the painting. It's about you. It is your self-care time. It's your downtime. It's your time with your friend or your family or just for yourself. So take that time and enjoy it. We want you to have a good time and enjoy yourself. We want you to laugh. We want you to come out of this with a masterpiece. And
Absolutely.
feel free to share, tag us, comment. Let's go over your supplies. So I have a 16 by 20 canvas.
Yep.
I have it portrait. You can always change it. Again, this is not my painting. I mean, I painted it, but it is not my painting.
That's right.
Mandy Oliver, who is one of our top fans and who won one of our aprons on the on our meet and greet, painted this painting and sent it to me because she was inspired. So I said I loved it. I am not a flower girl. Those of you that know me know I don't do flowers very much at all. So I loved it, and I said if she wouldn't mind, could we use it for an event? And she said yes. So this is her painting, not mine. So I give her full credit for this painting.
And we honor her tonight by
That's
doing it with
right.
you guys.
So aside from our canvas, our colors are your 5 primaries: red, yellow, blue, black, white, and we have a little bit of brown. We only need a tiny bit of most of those colors. I have a lot of yellow, just kind of came out that way, but we're going to do some mixing. Always start with a little bit of paint, especially if we give you those cups. So if you're ordering kits from us and you get those souffle cups of paint, that is enough paint to do 2 to 3 paintings with us.
Right.
We overpour. Mark overpours. He's the pourer for the paint.
We're just being generous, guys. Just being generous.
So we do. We want you to enjoy yourself. We want you to keep coming back and enjoying this. Our brushes tonight, I am going to use that 1-inch flat brush. If you have a 3/4 inch, that's just fine as well. We want something large and flat to cover our background quickly. We're going to use that medium round brush, something like this. And then that tinier detail brush. Where's my tiny detail brush? It's in there somewhere. But something like that, a tinier detail brush for those fine lines and outlines. All right.
Yes, Nikki, we got our furnace fixed.
Oh, thank you. We did. Thank gosh I paid for that PSE&G worry-free thing.
Yeah. And Jeff is with her, and he said he's got his Irish whiskey and he's ready to watch.
There you go. He's watching. He's not painting, huh?
I don't know. He didn't say his face. He said he's watching and he's got his whiskey.
Yes, she said he would walk me through going through what we needed to if we needed to call someone to help with the furnace the other night.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
I was very thankful, so thank you very much for that.
We got Elise Colon Rodriguez, first timer.
Hi, Elise.
Elise,
Welcome.
welcome. Please let us know where you're from
Yeah.
so we can put it up on the map.
And again, so finishing, cup of water to rinse, paper towels to dry.
All right.
So let's get started. All right. First thing is, my painting is
It's
not going to
gonna
look like my painting,
and your painting is not going to look like my painting. It's all about expression. It's not about perfection.
There you go. We're going to rinse and dry that large flat brush to start. Rinsing and drying, and we're going to work on our background. So I'm going to take a nice big scoop of white. Big scoop of white on that brush, and a tiny corner of blue. So big scoop of white, tiny corner of blue.
Tiny corner of blue.
Yep. So I want you to go right across the top. Grab those top edge and side edges as you go. Right across the top, side edges, horizontal brush strokes.
Starting from the top.
Yep.
Caroline Spencer says,
Hi,
is that a
Caroline.
Hogwarts silhouette?
It is.
Wow. See, our viewers are so, they are so keen on what they observe.
So that is actually for a private event. I have not done a Hogwarts silhouette like that because I like to be different. I like to do things that not every other studio is doing for you guys. You could do that with any other artist, but it is for a private party, and that is what the birthday girl requested. So
Well,
I
you
did
done
it.
started something because they done noticed it. So you know it's going to be a matter of time before somebody else says, hey, can we do that painting too?
I know it's been requested, so we'll see if we can make something else a little different out of that.
All right. Elise is from Orlando, Florida.
Welcome, awesome. So I want to bring that blue and white down, maybe an inch, inch and a half.
Inch and a half?
Yep, and
Inch and a half?
then rinse and dry.
Right. JB Doyle says, is the background going to be soft colors?
Soft, light colors, yep.
Okay.
Again, remember your painting is not going to look like my painting.
And my painting is not going to look like my painting.
We encourage you to use your creative freedom here. It can be darker, it can be lighter. So the more white you use and the less color you use, the more soft, the more kind of pastel the background is. The darker, the more colors that you use, the brighter the background becomes. So this is all up to you. All right. So we have that big corner of white, little corner of blue, soft blending all the way across the top.
About an inch down.
About an inch, inch and a half. Again, these are just kind of figures. You don't have to be exact. No exact measurements here. Okay.
Right. There's no rules here.
No rules tonight.
Adrian Sabo says, "Do you have a pattern?"
I don't. Nope.
Nope. No patterns.
Nope. Not for this.
The only pattern is that you like what you're doing, and you do it whatever way you like it.
That's right. Nope. No sketch tonight. All right. I'm gonna rinse and dry, and we're gonna go back to a nice big corner of white.
Okay.
I'm gonna come right underneath that blue.
Now I know it's very bright.
It is very bright. I know.
So they can barely see it.
I'm sorry.
So now I'm going to zoom in for them.
Okay. So I'm going to bring that white down about 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches.
They can see that a lot better.
Really?
Yeah, but they can see your hand.
Going back and forth? Yes.
Yes. So
All
this
right.
way they could see what you're doing.
So we're just using horizontal brush strokes all the way across. Grab those edges on the side of your canvas as you go.
Now Mandy is telling everybody to trust the process.
Yes.
All right, as we honor her tonight, because this is her
Her
painting that
painting.
we're doing tonight, everybody.
That's right.
So all hail Mandy Oliver.
That's right. I put her picture up in the event
Good, good.
with her painting so you could see the original because it's beautiful. So I loved it. And you guys know I'm not a flower person. I don't do a lot of foliage and flowers. It's just not my thing. Oh, but I loved this painting. And I know we wanted to get another Thanksgiving fall type painting in before we started hitting all of the Christmas stuff.
Right, right.
So once we have about 4 or 5 inches here of some of that white, I'm going to have you grab a little touch of yellow. So a little bit of yellow. Same brush. You don't have to rinse and dry. Just grab some yellow on the edge of that brush. And we're going to go right over in that white and just blend in. And this could be, again, as much or as little as you want.
All right. Yes, Adrian Zabo. She says she must have signed up like 15 minutes before the class. But we're not doing the class. It's not a class. It's not a tutorial. It's a session. We're just having a session of fun.
Session of fun.
Yes. Because she said she did not see the pattern in the download with the instructions.
Pattern. Not this
There's
time.
no pattern.
Not for
Just
this
trust
one.
the process and follow what Jennifer's saying, and then you add your little creative touches to it, whatever way you want.
That's right. Easy peasy.
Yes, yes. Oh, Jamie Marie, one of our top fans, says, "I've got my 19 crimes,
Oh, there you go.
and I'm ready to paint."
There you go.
Okay, take it from her, Adrian. Okay, you get you something to drink or something to munch on, and you sit back or stand up and start painting and enjoy yourself and forget about everything that's bothered you all week or whatever.
That's right.
And do some self-care time and have fun.
It's true. All right, after we blend a little bit of that yellow in there, I'm going to have you go back to your white. So nice big scoop of white on there. Let's bring that almost all the way down. Give it at least halfway here. So at least halfway down your canvas. So we're filling in this whole area with white.
Okay.
With
Almost
that
halfway down?
Yep, about halfway down. Maybe a little more than halfway.
Can you go over the colors that you're using tonight again?
Sure. All of the colors that we're using tonight are our primaries: red, yellow, blue, black, and white. And then we have a little bit of brown. I always like to do brown separately because it's difficult to mix depending on the type of paints that you have. So brown, whether it's burnt umber, burnt sienna, any one is fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Caitlin Torres, but we can't soften the lighting.
I
We're
know,
working on that.
We tried.
Yeah, we're working on that.
Right now it's just real white. So
right,
it's all
so
white.
that's why it seems like it's so bright.
Right, you don't see it. There's no color right here.
And that's why I zoomed in as close as I can right now, so that you can see it as much as you can. But we're working on the lighting situation. We're going to get something where we can dim our lights.
Yes, we're getting there.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Darlene Hartwig says, "I could not see the yellow in the background until you zoomed in."
Oh, yep. Yes, I know. These light pastel colors are beautiful, but they're difficult to film. So kind of one of those things that we have to deal with. Sorry.
Right. See now, Joy Harrington says I will have to do this tomorrow.
Okay.
I just don't have my stuff together for today.
No worries.
It's
You know
okay.
where it'll be. Right?
Exactly. You know where it'll be. It'll be right here. As soon as we finish doing it, we'll post it.
You got it.
Jennifer Lay says, what if I don't have brown?
Then you can try and mix, and I believe it's almost equal parts of each color. Red, yellow, and blue. So try to mix a little bit of red and a little bit of blue first. That's going to make a purple. And then you're going to start mixing a little yellow at a time to mix for brown.
Well, see, now, we got a newcomer here, all right? It's Adrian. And Adrian says, I got hot tea, but I'm so tired, I'm just watching.
Okay.
I know painting is relaxing, but looking for paints and the supplies could be exhausting.
It can be.
And that's why we sell kits,
That's
and
why
we
we
send
have
you
the
out the
kits.
supplies that you need. We will send them out to you.
That's
okay?
right.
All you got to do is go to our website. All of our events have kits that go with them, and you'll be able to paint with them.
Yes, we're working on streamlining all of those things.
Yes.
Okay, so once we have that white in there, I'm just going to grab a tiny bit of blue. Tiny, tiny bit of blue on that brush.
Okay.
And we'll blend that in.
Into the white.
Yep, into the white. If you go up into your yellow, you may create a little bit of green. That's okay. Right? So a little bit of that blue at a time. If it's starting to dry and get stuck on there, just grab a little bit more white and blend with it. Okay?
Yeah.
So tiny bit of blue at a time.
Here, Adrian says that she used to do silk flower arrangements.
Oh, that's awesome.
And makes floral designs at Michael's Arts and Crafts. So that
Oh,
she can get
okay.
her supplies from there.
Yeah, definitely. It's one of my favorite stores. They know me well.
And another suggestion for all our newcomers, okay? Jamie Marie says, that's the best part about these videos. I usually watch them live and then paint them on another night.
Yeah, you could totally
She
do
said,
that.
this is my first live painting. You could relax and just watch and paint later.
We understand there's a lot of people that that paint for anxiety, and I understand that it's easier to pause us and to be able to rewind or fast forward through things if you don't want to listen to things when it's all recorded. So that's the beauty in this. You don't have to be live with us. It's fun to interact, but you don't have to be live with us. Not at all. You do what makes you at peace with what you're doing. That's
Right.
all.
Right. Like what you're doing right now. Taking a sip.
It was a long week. That's all I gotta say. Okay, so I blended some blue in there. I'm gonna grab I'm gonna rinse and dry and grab a tiny bit of yellow. So we're just kind of alternating those colors. Blue, yellow, and that white. Real soft, just brushing horizontally. And again, it can be as much or as little as you want.
We're doing fabulous, Abby. We're doing okay. Aiden's doing
Aww.
fine. Everybody's doing good.
Aiden is good. Everybody feels better. You know, we had a day of not feeling 100%.
And yeah, we had the heat problem and all
But that was the
stuff.
same day that the heat went out. So, you know, you're like freezing and then you get that like feverish feeling because you're so cold. And then we have, you know, you're sitting on top of space heaters to keep warm. So, you know, it wasn't 100%. But we're all good now. Thank you.
Yes. Wendy McClure says, this is my time and everybody knows to leave me alone.
There
If
you
got it
go,
like
girl.
that, then
There you
that's
go.
when you do it. You make
That's
like I
right.
said, put the world on pause and let's have some fun.
Absolutely. All right. So after I've got a little bit of that yellow in there, I'm going to grab a tiny, 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 tiny bit of red. Little bit of red. And then, again, you can use that same, we're sort of just brushing that in there really gently. Light pressure at first, just in case you happen to grab a lot of red on there. And if it's too streaky, just grab a little bit of white and blend over. And it will smooth it out. Just keep brushing.
Joe Altenor says, where do you buy your paints from, Jennifer?
So a lot of the paints that we're using are from Michael's. They're just Artist Loft, regular standard artist brand. But we are working on having our own paint tubes made specifically for us.
Right.
So we'll have a private labeled brand tube. Yay. For
Yeah.
all of you. So I'm just going to kind of continue with a little bit of that pink every now and then. And just blend.
In the areas of white or just anywhere?
Wherever you like. So
Okay.
if you're missing a little bit of color, if you want to blend in a little bit between that red and the yellow, will give you a little bit of orange. The red and the blue will give you a little bit of purple.
Okay, see, because you're mixing all of these light, pastel light
I know,
colors.
it's so hard to
So,
see.
no, so I'm going to just zoom in
Zoom.
on just that painting, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
I'm going to scoot away from the other painting,
That's fine.
and we're going to zoom in as best we
Yeah,
can.
just the best advice for this part of it is a little tiny bit of paint at a time. So when you're grabbing your red or whatever, so if you have a lot of it, you just kind of keep blending over. And if it doesn't blend, grab a little bit of white and blend right over it, and it'll smooth it out.
Okay.
Okay, a little bit of white or even a tiny bit of water. Tiny, tiny bit of water. And so I want you to just kind of keep going with this pattern. We're going to come all the way down the bottom edges. So you can leave this center section open. You don't have to paint this whole section because we're going to put the pumpkin there. All right, so we're just going to go to our white horizontal brush strokes, maybe 2 or 3 inches wide on either side. Maybe even an inch or 2 wide on either side is more than enough. So I'm starting with that white.
Yes, Lisa Lai.
Who's Lisa Lai? What's
She
up?
says, can I replay it?
Yeah.
As soon as we're done with the video, if I'm not mistaken, you could probably rewind it.
Yeah, you might be able to pause this and rewind this now. That'd be kind of interesting.
But once we're done with this live version, then we'll post the video. You can replay it.
Yeah.
It'll be up here.
So I like to work with that white while it's still wet. Grab a little bit of yellow, blend in. Grab a little bit of our pink and blend in. Or our red, which will turn to pink.
Yeah, Nikki says too late.
It's okay.
Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, everybody, next week we'll have a busy weekend. We'll have we're doing the Penguins on Thursday night.
Yes.
The start time for Thursday night will be
7 o'clock, I think it is.
Yes, it's 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing family paint night. We'll be doing the penguins that you see up in the left-hand side. I'll just zoom over. It's right behind Jennifer's head.
Hello, penguins.
There's the penguins. We'll be doing them on Thursday night, Thanksgiving night.
Yes.
Those of you on the West Coast, don't worry. We'll post a video as soon as we're done. So when it gets around 7 p.m. your time, then you'll
It'll
be
be
able to
done
paint
already.
with us. We'll be
Yeah.
done by then.
Yep, definitely.
Okay, but let's not get too far ahead of ourselves because tomorrow is Golden Girls Friends Night.
Yes. Golden Girls Friends Night. Ta-da!
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun tomorrow. And tomorrow the start time is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then after that, we'll be off until Thanksgiving night. And then we got a whole weekend planned for you guys. So.
So you think we're off, but we really have private Zooms to do, so we're not really
Oh
off.
yeah, well I didn't
Just
want to
so
mention
you know.
those. I just want to mention things that people can join us for free.
Just so you know, we're not really off.
We're never off. We're always working.
Yes, that is true.
There's lots of people that want to paint, as you can see. They go far and wide, all over the country.
Yes, I love it.
And we aim to please. Yes, Dana Foley, this will be available for replay tomorrow.
Yep.
And so just so you know, you come to our Facebook page and you just click on the word events, and it has our whole lineup of what we'll be doing in the upcoming weeks. Or you could go to our website and you'll see all the events. There's another event section where you can check all the events. You can order the kits for those events.
Yep.
Okay. Or whenever you get the feeling to paint, and if we're not on, then you just go to our YouTube page, and I post.
There's
I'm
plenty there
posting
now.
as many things I can put up there as fast as I can get them up there.
takes a little while to get them edited and uploaded.
Yes, but
So
they
yes.
get up there, and I make sure that every selection that we have has the picture of the painting that we'll be painting in that session.
Yes.
So you look at them and see what you like, and you decide you want to paint it,
That's
and
right.
then you watch the video and have fun.
Give Mark some thumbs up when you guys are done with this section. And then we'll move on to our pumpkin.
Absolutely. Well, let me just finish off what we're doing for that whole Thanksgiving weekend. All right.
Okay.
We're going to kick off Thanksgiving night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, by painting the penguins, and then that Friday, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we're doing Elf on a Shelf.
Where's Elf on the Shelf?
All right. So the day after Thanksgiving is Elf on a Shelf night. All right. We'll be doing that at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and then the next day, Saturday. Saturday, we're doing a double header. Okay, at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, we're doing the Grinch.
The Grinch.
Okay, and you see the Grinch down there in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. You see his head with the little Christmas cap on it. Okay, we'll be doing the Grinch at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And then at 9 p.m. that same day, we're doing Max and Cindy Lou from the Grinch. Okay,
There.
that's on the right-hand side. I'll show you that. Let me just move on over there. I'll find Max and Cindy Lou over there. There they are. I gotta go up so they can see it. There's Max and Cindy Lou right there in the top right-hand corner. Okay, those of you on the West Coast, y'all want to do the Grinch will be posted by that time. You know, when you get to 3 p.m. your time, or 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. your time, the Grinch will be up. The video from that will be up, so you'll be able to paint that later. So that's a whole weekend right there for Thanksgiving weekend. Thanksgiving night, penguins.
Yes.
Elf on the Shelf on Friday night. The Grinch at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Saturday, and Max and Cindy Lou at 9 p.m. on Saturday.
That's right.
All right, let me go back down. All right, and let's see if we got some thumbs up here. Because that's your background now.
Yep, background is done.
Oh, yeah, I see thumbs up. Yeah, see, getting Grinchy Saturday.
Yay!
Yeah, that's what Nikki says, yeah.
We're excited for Grinch. I'm excited for Grinch.
Oh, okay, see, Angela Diddles Allen said yes. I painted a few beach scenes this past weekend.
Yeah.
The footprints.
Oh, good. That's
and
an
the
old
palm tree
one.
picture.
The palm tree is one of my favorites.
Yes, yes.
I have a lot of those.
Ashley May says, actually, I was late because I was doing the scrolling tree.
Oh, cool.
The moon picture
Wow,
before I got on here. See,
the purple one? The
I
purple
think
one
that's
was
the one.
the one we did for my birthday. That was my favorite one.
And see, this is what this makes me happy that I know that people are actually going to our YouTube page and they're having fun. They're picking their time and they're painting what they want to. You know, I feel like I'm doing a service. That's why I'm constantly working every night trying to put up a new video.
It's true.
Yeah, Mandy says, I cannot wait for Cindy Lou Who. Yeah, we know a little girl that looks just like Cindy
I
Lou
know,
Who.
she really does.
And I would love to get her to come down here on the night when we're doing
I
that.
asked, and her mom's like, her bedtime is at like 8 o'clock.
Yeah, her bedtime is like 8 o'clock early.
Like, I know, she's just so darn cute. Oh my gosh.
Maybe if we could just get a little video of her or something, that would be so awesome.
Saying, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah,
Oh,
oh man, I just wish I could get her down here. It would be awesome just to have her here with us when we were painting.
Yes. All right. I think we're going to use the big one. All right. We ready to move on?
Yeah.
What do we think? Okay. All right. We're going to mix some orange. So we're going to rinse and dry that flat brush. I'm going to stick with the big guy. If you want to move to the smaller, slightly smaller, like a 1/2 inch brush, you can do that. Okay, up to you. So mixing our orange, I'm going to take a scoop of my yellow, and a little bit of red at a time. So a little bit of red with that yellow. You're going to add red until it's as orange as you like it.
Right. You're going to add the red to the shade or the tone of the color orange that you like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see now our Abby has got plenty of suggestions, okay? She's like Minecraft painting,
Oh, my
origami
Abby.
painting, robot painting, a chipmunk painting, a horseback ride painting, and can we please paint Rascal?
We will paint Rascal. I'm waiting on something for Rascal, but we will paint Rascal. So Abby, you know what? I was going to wait to do it, but we're going to do it now. So Abby, my Abby, Abby's been painting with us since the very beginning when we started painting.
Yep.
So Abby, I made you your very own Mimosas and Masterpieces apron with your name on it.
We got you, girl.
So you're like my little assistant from virtual world because you're always asking the right questions. You're always giving suggestions.
From Iron River, Michigan.
You're always helping out. So I'm going to send you this in the mail along with your Halloween box that apparently is still here. I didn't realize. So, so we're going to get some stuff out in the mail to you, okay, sweetie? Thank you very much for being my little assistant from afar.
Yep, we definitely appreciate you. We love you too.
All right. So I'm mixing that orange with that flat brush. And then we're going to create our pumpkin shape. So this is so cool because you don't even have to worry about the top of the pumpkin at all. We're going to cover that with flowers. So we're just going to come up about halfway. Maybe halfway on our painting. And we're going to do 2 big parentheses. So
all right, I'm zooming in.
Curve line down to the bottom. And curve line down to the bottom. And we're just filling that in. So we're just filling in with that brush, whether you're using the flat brush or your smaller round brush, either way. Flat brush will make it go quicker. I just want you to go and follow the shape of your pumpkin. So use that brush to follow the shape. That will help bring your shape together.
Okay. I just wrote down Angela Diddles Allen's suggestion.
Oh, what was it?
Gingerbread men and women.
Oh, gingerbread men. Okay.
And women.
And women.
Yeah. You know, most people just say gingerbread man. Okay, but I like gingerbread men and women. That's something nobody's ever done, so we could do that.
Okay.
At least I've never seen anybody do gingerbread men and women.
I can't say I've seen it. Yep, you're right. So just following the shape, and again, it doesn't really matter what's happening up here. We're going to cover that with flowers and stuff, so don't worry about that.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes, the Abby says, I love being part of your community.
That's
it's
right.
Your community.
It's everybody's community.
It's our community.
That's what we say. You know, that. So for those that haven't heard my story, and for those that have, sorry, you're hearing it again. We started the beginning of our year with, my goal for my year was 500 follows. That's what my goal was. 500 followers or likes. I thought 5 years in business, 100 a year. It's not so bad, right? That's my goal.
Yep.
And you guys made it to 30,000 from sharing and commenting and liking and enjoying what you're doing. So we have not paid. Everybody, you know, a lot of people out there just kind of pay for sponsored ads and everything. I haven't found the value in that. My value is you. You guys love what you're doing and you're sharing it. And so that is why we appreciate every single one of you. You are what's made it what it is. So it's about you guys, not us.
And we really do love when you send us your painting. You send us the pictures of your painting.
Yes, we do.
We love when you tell us where you're from.
I promise I'll catch up. I know that I'm behind on saving photos and making a slideshow. That's what I could use the assistant for.
Yeah.
We were talking about if you had an assistant for 1 hour a week, what would you have them do? That's probably what I would have them do is put the slideshows together for me.
You know, it's
so
like so many different things to do. Like
it really is.
Like pinning the places where you are all from on the map.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Okay, I was on a roll for a while there. And once I hit every state, then I was like, okay, I haven't been able to catch up anymore. Like we just got Gloria Ramirez from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yes.
But I do have a pin in Albuquerque, New Mexico, because we've had people that from there have painted with us before. But I'm constantly reading the comments and writing down where people are from. so that I can go over to the map and check it again and make sure that we have that city or we have that area. Like a lot of our viewers from Canada, we could use a lot more pins in Canada, but we do have a lot of pins in Canada already.
We love all of our friends.
You know, and when people come down in our basement and they come to our studio and they see the map and they go, "You got people that pay for all of those places?" I said, "Yeah, there's everybody's from those places that I put the pins in." Yes.
I'm very excited for that.
Yes, I'm very
Love
impressed.
it, love. Impressed by all of you and all of your shares and joining us. So thank you, and thank you to all of you that have been tagging us in the. There's like that several online paint groups that I didn't know existed, but I just kept seeing us tagged in something, and sometimes Facebook doesn't allow me to see where the tag is, and finally I saw it. And I didn't realize that you guys had this like whole paint group chat organization. So thank you for that, because that's brought new people with us too. So thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. We got Barb Fitzgerald from Liberal, Kansas.
Hi, Barb.
KS is Kansas, right?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
And you're
That's
the
what I gotta
geography
find.
guy.
Yeah, I am the geography guy, but I don't know every single city.
So
Right,
what's
see, Robin Weiler Fitzgerald from Iowa.
awesome, Robin? Thank you. So just give us again some thumbs up when you're done with this part of your pumpkin.
Yeah. Abigail is telling us about this. She wants to do an origami painting
An origami.
because she read a true story about a 12-year-old girl who folded 1,000 paper cranes before she passed away from leukemia.
Oh, that's so sweet.
So that's why she's like, she would love for us to figure out to do an
A way
origami.
to do origami.
Painting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Darlene Hartwick, Canadian.
Yay.
Yeah, everybody's ready, baby. You can go
All
ahead
right.
and
I was
continue
waiting
on.
on you. All right. We're going to switch brushes. I'm going to go to that medium round brush. Rinse and dry before we start.
Okay.
So that medium round brush. And I'm going to start with, I'm going to just go to my brown for right now. So a little bit of brown on that brush. And we want to do a little bit of kind of detailing on the bottom of our pumpkin. So I'm just going to lift this off the edge so you can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
So I just want to kind of brush up some little lines from the bottom.
Well, I'll zoom in even more.
So we'll kind of create, we might as well just outline. Let's outline with the brown to start. So outlining my edges with brown.
Could you go over making the brown again? Because there was one of our viewers that said they didn't have brown.
Oh yeah, you know what? Let me do it myself on my palette so I can determine to make sure. So I'm fairly certain. Now I just have primary colors here, okay? So if you have like cobalt and not regular blue, it may not work exactly the same. So we're mixing blue, red, and yellow.
Blue, red, and yellow
Mm.
to get a brownish.
All right, maybe it's better to do red, yellow, and then a tiny bit of blue.
Okay, so do red, yellow, and then a tiny bit of blue at a time.
Yeah, that's what I'm
To see
thinking
how you
there.
get that.
It's almost like you want to add a touch
That's
of
for
blue
those of you
to
who don't have
orange.
brown.
I'm mixing with you now, so hold on.
Yeah. All right. While she's trying to figure that out, I'm going to read about Connie McNamara Davis. She says, "This is my first painting with you guys. You are awesome.
Aw,
Thank you. I'm
you're
from
welcome.
Stoughton, Massachusetts, and
Awesome.
we are only known for IKEA."
Really? I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
I took her to IKEA once.
Yeah, that was a mouse trap. No.
There was a
not-
mouse trap?
That was not my favorite place at all.
That's because there was so many people in there.
Yes, so you're going to make kind of your orange, and you're going to add a tiny bit of blue to that for your brown. That's how you'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going back to my brown. So I kind of just outlined my edging here a little bit with that brown.
Uh-huh.
And then I want to create those ridges. So we don't have to do a full line down. We'll just sort of do some broken lines in there.
Some light ones.
some broken lines in there. So it's not a full curved line, but follow the curve. And then
Follow
we'll just
the curve.
sort of do some broken lines in there.
It's light touch.
Light pressure, yep. We want light pressure here.
Because like I'm zoomed in real close.
And then from the bottom, you can kind of do more of those little lines up. Sort of the shadow from where your pumpkin's sitting. Up around those edges a bit.
Yeah, one of our top fans, Laura Sullivan, says from
Hi,
Ottawa
Laura.
that she'll try to paint this later. She had a busy day.
No problem, sweetie.
It's all right. Yeah, when you can shut the world down and take your time, and you do your thing.
Yeah, do it when you can. That's
That's
right. Do it when you can.
Self-care. Now, Abby says, if you had one Thanksgiving gift, Jennifer, Mark, and Aiden, what would it be?
A Thanksgiving gift. Wish I had more time. I think
That's what you would want? More time?
I feel like there's not enough hours in the day to get everything done. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a person that thinks about what I would want. I'm usually like, okay, what could I use for somebody else?
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't think about what I would want because I'm getting what I want. Okay? I'm happy. I'm having a lot of fun helping Jennifer, do her dream. And I love the interaction with all of you guys, just having 100 to 1,000 to whatever, how many people come and join us for a painting on any given night is so much fun. And, that's a gift for me. That's the way I feel it. It's just like if I was acting, when I was acting on stage, if we had 10 people in the audience, I was happy and grateful for that. I've been in front of thousands of people, and I've been in front of just a few people. Okay? It's just anybody who wants to come out for that given moment in time, then that's who it's supposed to be meant for. So we don't sit here and worry about, oh man, it's only 100 people, or it's only 50 people, or man, it's 1,000 people tonight. No, whoever joins us for that night, that's the gift. That's who we're having fun with.
Yeah, listen, you guys get the same me. Sometimes I have makeup on, sometimes I do not, most times not. You get the same me whether there's 10 of you or 10,000 of you. I love you all equally, so it doesn't matter.
And we appreciate you all equally.
That's right, exactly.
And that's why we put the videos out, because at any given moment, we don't know what type of things you're going through that doesn't have you here with us on any given night. So this is why we put the videos out. We do know that you guys want to have time for yourselves and your families.
That's right.
And your loved ones and your friends and everything. So when you want to paint with us, that's on your time. That's when you figure it out.
All right, I'm going to rinse and dry and go to a little scoop of yellow with a touch of white. So it's a little bit of a lighter yellow. And then I want to bring that around the middle of each of these curves.
The lighter yellow?
The lighter yellow. So on maybe the right side of each of those curves where you put your little brown lines.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm zoomed in so they can see it really good.
Beautiful.
All right, see now, top fan Jamie Marie says,
Hi.
my first night with you guys was the Nightmare Before Christmas paint night.
Oh, that was so crazy.
That was insane with that amount of people.
It was.
It was an insane night.
It was an insane
really
night.
fun.
But you get the same me. I mean, I had makeup on that night, but you get the same me.
Yeah, it was a fun night.
It was a fun night. I don't know how we're going to ever top that, guys. Not sure. I don't know what else is out there. That's
a lot of times it depends on what the painting
following.
is.
I don't know. It's so crazy.
We take your suggestions.
That's right.
All
yes,
right, and
100%.
that's how we got to Nightmare Before Christmas, because it was somebody suggested it.
A few people kept suggesting Nightmare, and I'm not a Nightmare fan, so I was a bit hesitant, shall I say? But we got it. We got it up. Got it done.
And those of you who never participated in that, don't worry. At some point, it'll end up on the YouTube channel.
It's on the website right now.
Yeah, it'll probably end up off the website somewhere before the year is out, and then it'll be up on the YouTube channel, and then you can join us and paint for that.
All right. So I have my brown done, my yellow done.
Right.
Let's do, what do we do next, Mandy? Our white flowers? Let's do our white flowers. All right.
All right. Do you rinse and dry?
Rinsing and drying, and I'm going to go to white.
And what brush are you using?
I'm going to use that that medium round brush still.
Still the medium round brush.
Still a medium round brush. Yep. So these flowers, it's going to be hard to see them because they're white. So, maybe I'll change. Well,
No, they can see it now because I'm zoomed in.
I am.
And you have color contrast now. You got your orange.
Well,
So-
it's going to come up here. That's why I'm afraid that you're not going to be able to see it. But so I'm just going to create a bunch of petals. So those little petals are kind of ovals, pointed ovals, let's say.
Oh yeah. Let me zoom back in.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. All right. See, now people are chatting about the Nightmare Before Christmas. Okay. And what about a soft doll painting for the itty bitty girls?
I don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
That's Abigail.
I don't know what that is, Abby. You'll have to enlighten me.
Yeah. See now, and then Darlene Hartwig says Nightmare is my granddaughter's favorite.
Aw, well, if you haven't done it, then that's a great one to do with her. So I happened to pick up some of my brown in those petals. It's totally fine.
Oh, okay, so you picking up a little brown in your petals is all right.
It's totally
Can you
fine.
explain the shape of the petals again?
Yes, so they're like kind of ovals, but I'm trying to put a point on each of those ovals. I don't know if that
Okay.
helps at all.
What I'll do is I'll slide over to the right a little bit so they could see.
Oh yeah, that's good because they're outlined already.
Yeah, so they could see what it looks like. Because you could see it, but it's still pretty faint because
I
it's
know.
so light,
Yes.
the color.
I know. So I'm making one a little bit bigger than the other. But this is a trust the process part, guys, okay? I know sometimes it may not seem like you're making flowers, but I promise you we'll get there.
So they could see both paintings now so they could get an idea of what the petals you're talking about.
Good.
Because they're outlined on that side. And since we're talking about Nightmare Before Christmas, keep in mind that we are going to revisit the Nightmare
Yes.
Before Christmas, but it's going to be on December 19th. All right, we'll be doing Sally at 3 p.m.
Yep.
and that's a Saturday. And then at 9 p.m. we'll be doing Jack. So we will be revisiting the Nightmare Before Christmas, except we'll be doing two of their characters,
So
on
this
that
way,
Saturday.
if you only want to do one, you can just do one. If you only want to do the other, you just do the other.
Or you could do both of them
Yes.
and then put them together.
And they do both of the sketches fit on a 16 by 20. So if you don't want to do the two 10 by 20s, you can fit them very closely together on the 16 by 20 canvas.
Right, so you do one half
and then come back and do
and
the
then
other,
the other half.
Yep, absolutely.
See? Just be innovative with the way you do your work.
That's right. You got it. All right, so give you guys a minute to do your flower petals and then give us some thumbs up, my dears.
Okay?
Yep.
And now while we're waiting for everybody to finish up their flower petals, I'll go over the month of December.
Okay.
What we'll be doing during the Christmas month. Okay, starting on December 3rd, which is a Thursday, we'll be doing the leg lamp.
Oh, the leg lamp.
That'll be on 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's a self-care Thursday night. There's the leg lamp right there. We'll be doing that on Thursday night, December 3rd. Then Friday, we're doing Cousin
Eddie.
Eddie.
From
Cousin Eddie from Christmas
Chris-
Vacation.
Yes.
If everybody knows who that is, then you know what we're talking about. If you don't know what we're talking about this guy.
Whoops.
Could you bring him down a little bit? Because I'm zoomed in, yeah.
Sorry.
Cousin Eddie. We'll be
Most-
doing him that Friday night at 9 p.m. That's
Yep.
Friday, December 4th. That's to start off the first weekend of December. Okay, and then Saturday, we're doing a special night. Saturday night is no, it's not at night. Twas the night before Christmas.
Twas the night before Christmas is at
Let me
1
see.
p.m. And
Yeah, it's
that
at 1 p.m.
right. So we're gonna do our. That's a Zoom event. It is a paid event.
Right, that's a paid event because we have a special guest appearance.
Right. And that special guest will be reading "Twas the Night Before Christmas" with us
Right.
while we're waiting for our background to dry. Your kit, if you do purchase the kit, comes with a light that goes behind the canvas for Rudolph's nose.
Right, the light will come with it. That's right. Now, if you can't join us for that night on Zoom, then the next one we'll have is the Jolly Gnome,
Yeah.
and that's going to be on Tuesday, December 8th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The Jolly Gnome will be doing that on Facebook.
So I did add a couple of things, okay? I added, so some people, we had requests for a gnome with a dreidel. So we'll do multiple gnomes
Okay,
that
we're gonna do
night.
multiple gnomes that night.
So you can choose what your gnome colors are, what your gnome is holding.
Okay.
If you don't have or want the lights for your kit, you don't have to have them.
All right.
But those options are available on the website.
And that's going to be a pretty busy week, okay? Because
Yes.
then December the 10th, Thursday night, 8 p.m., we're doing the Christmas Moose.
Yes,
And
the
the
Christmas
Moose
Moose
has a light
also has the lights, yes.
and a Christmas
And
hat.
a little hat.
Okay.
All right, let's come back to, so we're going to rinse and dry that brush again, and we're going to go to yellow, so that we're going to mix a scoop of white and a scoop of yellow for a nice light yellow. So a light yellow, and we're going to do these flowers. I don't know if they can see this painting.
Yes, I got both paintings in.
Okay, so we're going to do these flowers. I don't know what they're called. Daisies, maybe? Gerber daisies-ish, maybe?
Okay.
We're going to do these flowers. We're going to do the petals. And to do the petals, I'm just going to bring a couple. We're going to move up maybe 2 inches from where we finished our white petals for this flower. And we're just going to bring little petals down like that. So long ovals for these. Right next to one another.
Yeah, so everybody likes the idea about the Nightmare Before Christmas that we'll be doing on the 19th.
Good.
And then, yeah, even Mandy says, yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas will be cute. And Darlene says, do you know that they have a second Nightmare movie coming out?
No. Because I got through the first one. I was like, not my thing.
No?
So I'm just now, for those of you that have been pushing me and encouraging me, I'm just now getting to try and watch Hamilton again for the second time.
Oh, okay.
So be warned or be ready. A Hamilton painting is coming.
And Amber says, I'm doing the Nightmare set as a wedding gift for a friend getting hitched on
That's
Halloween next year.
So
Themed for the movie.
so awesome.
That is
So awesome. So I'm just going to move over and do another little flower. You can do as many or as few of these little flowers as you want to.
Right.
Right? This is your painting.
And what are those? What are you doing? How do you
So
do
it's
this?
just petals that are coming down. They're just coming down.
Okay.
Because the center of the flower kind of pokes up on top of each of those petals.
Okay.
Or set of petals. We'll come up here and we'll do another set of those long petals.
Yeah, people like the gnome idea as well.
Yeah, this way you can make your gnome as whatever you want it to be. It could be holding a soccer ball. It could be holding a football.
Oh, believe me, they're saying it right now. Jamie says, my gnome is going to have Hufflepuff colors.
There
And
you
will
go.
be holding a wand.
Seriously, you can do all of the houses with gnomes. I mean, it's perfect. And yeah, I have 10 by 20 canvases, but you can do a bunch of little ones and do a whole series of them. I'm going to end up with a whole series of them because not only will we be doing this, but I think we have 2 private gnome Zoom events too. So I'm going to have a whole slew of gnomes.
Okay, so your flowers that you're making now,
Yes.
it seems like what they're saying is They are black-eyed Susans.
Thank you. That is what they're called.
All right, but Darlene Hartwig says they could be coneflower too.
Yep. Black-eyed Susan sounds more familiar.
Yeah, it seems like it's unanimous though. Black-eyed Susans are what people identify them
I
as.
told you I made no promises. I'm not a flower person, right? No, not me.
Yes.
We will rinse and dry a bit. What do we want to do next? We need to get.
So you got your yellow, you got your black-eyed Susans,
Yep,
and then you have your other flowers with the white petals.
yep. I think we'll do. Let's go to our brown, and we'll get some of those details in with some brown. Or
Okay.
I lied. We're gonna go to green. Let's mix some green.
Some green.
Some green. So we're gonna take a scoop of our yellow and a little tiny bit of blue to start. Tiny bit of blue.
A scoop of scoop of yellow,
Yes.
and a tiny bit of blue.
Yes. A little bit of blue at a time in that yellow
Okay.
to make a green until you're happy with your green color. Usually the more blue you have, the darker it gets. Sometimes it goes to too aqua. If you have this kind of like this neon green color and you want to make it a little darker without making it more blue, you can always add a touch of brown to it.
All right.
So that'll kind of darken it and make that like forest green color. Mix, mix, mix.
Now Laura Swanson's saying, my flowers are giving me trouble.
What's...
Don't worry. Trust the process. There's no way you can make a mistake.
I know that, so I'm going to say, I know that this seems like, it seems difficult because there's not a clear petal. Which is in front, which is in back,
Right.
because you're sort of overlapping them there. So when we get to doing those details, I promise it'll be better.
Yeah, that way we'll figure out what flower is what.
Yes.
So don't worry. It's okay.
That's right. Yep. Trust the process. Mark's right. I have to tell myself that. I think I might have had to tell myself that in this one. I love it.
It happens.
I loved it. And I told Mandy, I need to do this painting. I think it's beautiful.
Jamie says, if I have green already, how can
That's
I move it down a little bit?
Add a little bit more yellow to it to make it lighter maybe. Or, I don't know. Just depends what kind of green you want. It depends what kind of green you have. But you could change the tone by adding blue or adding yellow or adding white to make it brighter or lighter.
Right. Make it a little pastel-y.
So you're just going to kind of go with a green color that you like. And I want to rinse and dry to get that green off of there so I can get my brush back to a point. So I'm going to rinse and dry, spin that brush on your paper towel to get it back to a point.
Right, see, they're talking about the doll painting.
The doll painting. I don't know about the doll painting.
I think they're talking about the Nightmare Before Christmas dolls.
Oh, okay.
Right, they're calling them doll paintings, okay, like the Sally and the Jack.
These.
Yeah, what we're doing on that Saturday night.
Those are going to be
That's
our
the doll
giveaways.
paintings.
Those are going to be our giveaways for that night.
Okay.
All right, so I got my brush back to a point, and I'm going to go back into that green. So let's work on making some petals or some leaves from our flowers up here. So we'll just kind of bring two little lines down in a curve, make a nice big leaf.
All right, that's how you're doing your green.
And they can overlap these little leaves. And then we'll fill them in. I'm just being careful when I get up near my petals over here from my flowers. Just painting around them.
Yeah, see now, finishing up for the month of December. All right, the last thing I mentioned was the Christmas moose, who has a hat and lights that go on his antlers. I'll show him to you a little bit later. His lights burnt out because she just kept the lights on all night long.
I like the lights on them.
Yeah, at some point, yeah, they're just going to die out. You have to get a new set of lights. But what we have coming up on Saturday, December 12th at 3 p.m., we'll be doing the Polar Express.
Yes.
Okay? That's a special kit. You can order that now before it gets too late. That comes with a lot of goodies, a lot of swag that's inside that kit.
That's right. So I'll finish our leaves here and then I'll show you what you get in your Polar Express.
No.
No.
No, I had to move it. It
No.
was sitting up on the counter.
Okay.
And we had to clear the counter off for tomorrow's Golden Girls night.
Totally fine. All right,
So, yeah.
so our leaves over here. I'm going to do 2 leaves over here coming off of my pumpkin or off of my flower over here. Again, it's okay if they overlap.
Awesome.
And again, all these things we can sort of give some outline and some highlights to in a little while. So don't stress if you're like, it's just a green shape. Don't worry, we'll get there.
Right. The Stitch doll was Abby's suggestion.
Oh, Stitch?
No, the Stitched doll.
Oh, Stitched doll.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
they're Stitch dolls, right?
Okay.
Those characters from the movie.
Maybe, I guess. Again, I'm not a fan, so I don't really know if that's what they're called. Alright, so I've got some leaves on it. Maybe I'll put another one over here just to make it look a little balanced.
Okay. Right, Darlene says, I think it would be fun to paint a fire-breathing dragon
Ugh, girl,
that is
okay.
setting a gnome's pants on fire.
Oh my gosh. Well, miss with the imagination. Okay.
Yes. Very creative audience we have. Very creative.
I love the idea. Okay. I'll have to think about what I can do with that. I tried to do a dragon like when we first started doing this, and I was like,
Yeah, you didn't like the dragon.
I wasn't a huge fan of him, but it's all
people
good.
keep suggesting them.
They really do. So, all right, I'll get to a dragon. I promise.
Eventually.
If I promise you, it will happen. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna rinse and dry just to kind of get that brush back to a point again. And then I'm going to start making some of our greenery that kind of comes up here. So again,
I'm going to make some more greenery.
Yeah, so I rinsed and dried that brush, got it back to a point.
Yeah.
All right, I want to bring some of these green little stems down toward my flowers. And if it doesn't happen to touch the flower, it's okay.
The black-eyed Susan.
Yes, the black-eyed Susan. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. She's correcting me now.
Oh, okay.
She's not talking about painting the dolls. They're not the dolls from The Nightmare Before Christmas. She's talking about actually painting a stitched up doll.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
instead of a canvas.
You'll have to. Oh. Okay. You'll definitely have to send me an idea. Show me what you're looking at, because I need visuals.
Yes.
So I'm going to do 3 stems here for these little, I don't know, maybe eucalyptus leaves or whatever they are. Mandy, what are they called?
What's that?
I don't know. They remind me of eucalyptus, that's all. Oh. So to do these little leaves, I'm just going to press my brush down. So I'm just touching the brush to the canvas on either side.
Yes.
So tap, 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 tap.
So now I'm going to zoom in so they can see that.
Okay. That's noisy. Okay, so and as I get up to the top, they're going to be just even tinier, so.
You're just doing a little tap on each side.
Right, so I'm just kind of moving my brush on either side.
Oh, okay. And Mandy says, will you take a picture of yourself with the Falling in Pumpkins painting?
Okay.
Okay.
That's why I like when Mark zooms so you can't see me. All right, so again, we'll do these bottom ones.
Yeah, see, Anita says, how about Peach Dragon?
Pete's Dragon. That used to be one of my
Maybe you could
favorite.
paint that one.
Used to be one of my favorite movies, actually.
Mm-hmm. Right, she says, yeah, so painting a doll on a canvas.
Okay.
That's what she meant. For the young kids or the parents.
Okay.
That's something you can
That's a different
figure
one.
out.
Yeah, it's not one that I've thought of before.
That's right.
That's what we have you for.
That's right. We We take all suggestions. We write them down.
Yeah, we have a big list. I have a this weekend. My goal is to post the upcoming things, some of the upcoming things for January.
Yes.
So January and February. It's going to be a big month. We are going to do a series of paintings live at the zoo.
Oh yeah.
So
That's
we
how
will
we're gonna
be
start the year off.
with the penguins painting a penguin.
Yes.
We'll be with the sloth on Valentine's Day
Yes.
painting a sloth. We'll be with a rainbow boa constrictor,
Yes.
with a barn owl,
A barn owl.
a barn owl or a snowy owl, or maybe both.
Okay.
So those are our first 4 animals that we're going to do the animal series with.
We'll be live on location with
At the
those
zoo,
animals
right.
at the Lehigh Zoo, right?
Lehigh Valley Zoo, correct.
That's something that we got planned coming up to start the year off for you guys. We're
Yes.
going to try to change things up and make them even more exciting and more entertaining.
And interactive. Interactive is my thing.
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
going to come out of the studio.
Yeah, we want to travel. We want to get out a little bit, and we want to, I mean, if we can. So that may be, it may be touch and go, but that's the plan so far. We'll see what happens.
Yes.
All right. So we have some of these little eucalyptus or greenery pieces. So I want to rinse and dry, get that brush back to a point, and then you could just kind of come around with some little wisps of green.
Little whisks.
Little wisps. Wisps.
Yeah, see, Jamie Marie says, my entire Christmas list is canvas, paints, brushes. Bring it on. I'm ready.
Yes.
You can come up with all the ideas you want. I'm ready for you, okay?
Good. Yes, we are trying to monetize a little bit. We will continue to do free stuff, but some of our Zoom events will be paid events. But we'll also be giving back at the same time. So we'll be donating funds to the zoo throughout the Zoom as well.
Right.
Okay, so just taking that brush and just doing some little wisps of green. Doesn't matter how many, doesn't matter where. You can come down from here.
Yeah, I can't wait till next year when we go out to the zoo and we start interacting with the animals and painting with them.
Yes.
You know I'm going to try to get some animals to paint something, whether it's a sloth or whether we just get her surrounded by a bunch of penguins while she's painting.
I think it'll probably be like one animal at a time.
Oh, you're going to give us one?
Yeah, I think,
Well, we're going to get some kind of a pedestal or something to put the penguin up so that it'll be right there in your face while you're painting. And then they did say that they might let the sloth paint with you, so I'm going to hold them to that.
We're going to try. We'll see what happens.
And I just put up a video on our YouTube page with the sugar gliders.
Yes.
Where a lady came and brought us some sugar gliders down into the studio. Even if you don't paint that painting, you can watch that video. It's the sugar gliders. It was a very entertaining session that we had with her, Adrian.
Yes.
And they have a Facebook page. All of the information is there in the description of the video when you go to our YouTube page.
True. Okay. I'm going to rinse and dry once I've got those green wisps in there. We have our greenery in. And I'm going to go to brown for right now. So just our brown.
Okay.
And let's make our black-eyed Susan, the tops to our black-eyed Susans. So I'm just going to kind of tap that in there. So we're stippling.
You're just tapping, you're just stippling.
Tapping in that brown in a little half circle almost. Like a little half circle on top of there.
That's the eye from our black-eyed Susan.
Yep.
Okay.
So come right on top of our petals. And then down and around.
Yeah, Darlene Hartwick says raccoons are good painters. Do they have raccoons at the zoo?
They do, and it's on my list to continue. If this works out, then it'll be on our list.
At some point?
The raccoon and the fox that I showed you.
Okay.
That oh gosh, a fennec fox, I think it's called. They have such big ears. They're just so cute, but their ears are huge. They're just adorable. Yes, it's called a fennec fox.
And then the other thing was that we forgot to mention was that we're gonna go revisit the alpacas and the llamas.
Yes, for Abby's painting.
Yes, we're gonna do that.
Abby's painting of Tosh with Bop,
You don't
Buzz.
remember the names?
Boo, Boop.
Bop, Bop, Buzz, and Boop.
I think so.
But she'll tell us.
She will.
It's Bop, Buzz, and Boop.
So I've been holding this little guy up here on my little table for at least a month and a half now because I loved him. So the kids said, we should paint that. So here it is.
There it is.
So we're going to paint this while zooming with the alpaca and the llama farm again.
Right.
So Apple Hill Farm in New York is going to Zoom with us for this event. So it's earlier in the day. It's Thursday. It is a self-care Thursday, but this is going to be the early event. We'll post a late event for that night as well.
Right.
Yes, Nomi. So brown for our black-eyed Susans are in, and I'm going to rinse and dry. I'm putting those brushes away, and we're going to finish off everything with our tiny detail brush. So give us some thumbs up when you're
That's
at
right.
that point.
Bop, Boop, and Buzz.
Bop, boop, and buzz.
That's who she named them. I think she was naming the sugar gliders when we had sugar gliders.
Music, right?
One was music or something like that. The one that was making the beats. There was a sugar glider that was making beats.
Yeah, it was. That was crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, that one Aiden was in because Aiden was like, oh, I want to see these live animals.
Yeah, he did.
He wanted to be a part of that. Yeah, we have a
So
live
funny.
animal besides Rascal. He'll be down here in a minute ready to participate.
Yes. Actually, I'm not going to quite put that away yet, guys. I'm sorry. That medium brush, I forgot we need to do these guys too.
Okay.
All right, so once you have your brown and your black-eyed Susans, rinse and dry. And we're going to go to yellow for the inside of these flowers.
Okay.
So just our yellow.
Yes, he said music.
Music, yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
her
I
and
thought.
Connor named them music.
Yep. So I know it's tough to see. I'm just going to kind of tap that yellow inside those flowers down here.
I zoomed in real close.
Kind of like in an oval shape.
An oval shape for the center of the flower.
Yep.
Yeah, they could see that.
Now I know that one of my petals over here is going to come into my, the center of my flower over here.
Okay.
So I'm just going to kind of go around that petal. That's all.
All right. Yeah, didn't you give a date for the time when we're going to do the Bop, Boop, and Buzz?
Yes, 4 o'clock. Do I have it? I think I have 4 o'clock on December 17th. It is an event now. I did post it.
Okay, so you did post it?
Yep. Once you've got some yellow on there, you can go to either red or your orange, and we're going to come around the bottom half about of each of these little yellow centers. And again, just tapping some of that orange in there. Same on this one. We're just going to tap some of that orange in there. Rinse and dry.
I've got it super close up so they could see.
Okay, good. So once we rinse and dry from that, I'm going to grab some white. So we did yellow.
Yes.
We did a little bit of orange around the bottom half.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to do some whites around the top half. Just tapping again.
That's right. Trust the process.
Just tapping.
You'll figure it all out in the end.
And then I'm also going to tap right around the top of these little black-eyed Susans with a little bit of that white as well.
Just little taps.
Tiny little taps of some white up there.
I had to back out a little bit so they could see the top
Oh.
black-eyed Susan. I had it zoomed in so they could see the detail.
And then I think we'll go to our little yellow flowers. And those flowers, so we're going to do these little tiny yellow flowers on here. Those can be yellow, they could be red, pink, they could be whatever color you want. They don't have to be yellow. So rinse and dry after we've got our highlights on the tops of our flowers.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to go back to my light yellow. So this color that we used for these flowers,
Yes.
that light yellow, I'm just going to rinse and dry that medium round brush. And
Medium round brush.
Yep. Dipping in that light yellow. So to make these little flowers, again, we're going to let the brush do the work. I'm almost going to make like X's. So little X's. 1, 2. 1, 2.
The small brush or the medium brush?
This is the medium brush.
Can you use the small brush?
Yeah, you can, absolutely.
So you're just doing X's.
I'm almost doing X's. You can do X's, or the other way that you can do it if you want to make them a little bit bigger is kind of like we did like here. We're just kind of like laying your brush down in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That
Okay.
looks a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of makes it look like it's a better center that way.
Okay. And you can make as many or as little as you want.
That's right. And they're going to overlap, and that's okay. Don't worry about that. 2, 3, 4. And yeah, we're just going to kind of bring them down and let them trail down a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys can all count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes.
And you can even do a variety of colors with this. You don't have to do just yellow. And I think sometimes having them overlap helps you. Helps it look like it's more bunched instead of all spaced out, like there's little spaces in between everything. But
Right,
again,
Nikki is
it's
saying,
all
yes, what are
yours.
these like on a vine?
Yeah, the sort of. So yeah, you can do as many or as few as you want, or you can overlap them. Again, it's kind of just the pattern. When you have that repeated pattern, and once we get those little dots in there, you'll be able to see it a little bit better.
Okay.
You can even come down on this side with those two if you want to.
Yeah, I'm backing out now because you're moving all the way down the pumpkin so they can see all of it.
Yeah,
I had it up really close.
sorry. Right? I always say my painting is not going to look like my painting because I feel something different every time I do something. So
Right.
we just go with it, right? You
And
guys,
like I always say, it's not about perfection, it's about expression. Don't worry about being perfect about what you're trying to do. Just have fun and trust the process and just be creative as you see it. When you're looking directly at your painting and you're doing the brush strokes and you figure out how it feels to you. Just don't look for perfection. It'll work itself out.
yes, trusting in the process is always key.
And trusting in yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why it's Self-Care Thursday.
So we'll give you guys a minute for that. We've got lots of little details to do. If you want, while you've got that light yellow, you can kind of bring that around the edge of each one of your leaves, these big leaves. Same with that medium brush I'm sticking with. So I just go around the top or the right side of each one of these, or just stick to a side of each one of these little leaves.
Yeah, Mandy has a point.
What's Mandy
She
got?
says the trail of flowers are elegant,
Yeah,
and it adds a calming view.
yeah, it's true. It does.
Right. See, and then Darlene says those flowers would be pretty in blue or light
Yes,
mauve.
you're absolutely right. They really would probably be great in blue because that will repeat this background color. So that would be beautiful in that light blue.
Right. And see, this is what we try to encourage with people.
Yeah.
There's no rules. Okay. If you wanted your colors to be blue, or whatever colors you choose, that's up to you. We're not going to say, "Oh, you're doing it wrong. You can't do it like that."
No
We're
such
not running
thing.
a class.
There's
We're
no
not
such
training
thing.
you.
There's no such thing as wrong here.
Exactly. You paint the flower, yeah, but you paint it any way you want.
Yes.
You paint the leaves, but you paint it any way you want.
That's right. So we didn't talk about our giveaways. So gosh, I have some like fun adult giveaways for this. I have a ton of wine themed stuff. I
Wine
have
themes?
wine themed. Yeah, like I don't know. I have like wine stoppers. I have like wine hand towels,
Wine paraphernalia.
kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
But if you don't partake in drinking and you happen to win one of our spinners, just make sure you reach out to me and let me know. I don't know. I like giving back. I like doing giveaways. So since there was only like a handful of kits that were sold for this one because we were so close to time when I posted this
Yeah.
to the event. I'm just going to put you all together on one spinner tomorrow. So tonight, what we do is round 2 is typically all of our virtual tippers. So anybody that uses our virtual tip jar, we put you all in a spinner for tomorrow. We put you on a little spinning wheel, and then depending on how many people there are, we do a couple of giveaways, and then I ship them out as soon as I get a chance to. I know that I'm behind. I have a few things still to ship to go.
Okay.
But I was focusing on getting kits out the door as opposed to prizes since the kits are a little bit more important at the moment. But
Yeah.
but I promise you'll get everything. And when you get stuff and you feel inclined, share it. Tag us. Post it on our page. Show us what you got. What you like.
And we still want you to take pictures of your paintings and send them in
Oh my
to
gosh,
us.
yes,
And
definitely.
she'll put something up on the event
Yes, when we're done this
where
evening,
you can post those pictures for us.
I'll remind you. I finally have my great professional shot of the thank you
Oh yeah, that's
or
right.
many thanks. So
That's
I
right.
can use that now as my thank you for being with us. Post those photos here.
Yes.
So that's going to be on there.
Mandy says wine makes my paintings look better.
You know?
There it is.
You know?
That's the key.
Okay. I'm going to just grab that while I have that medium brush again with a little bit of white. I forgot to come down on each of these little flower petals. So again, just on the left side of each one of these little petals coming down, I'll bring some white down as like a highlight on each one of those.
Now after all of this time we're painting,
Yes.
and these people have come back on with the Watch the Pumpkin Planner Self Care Thursdays live online. Just don't click on those things, everyone, please. If you're new here, you know better. Don't. I mean, our viewers know not to click on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're new here and you see
We
something
just want
saying,
you to be aware.
yeah,
That's all.
pastelink.net, don't even indulge them. Just
Yes.
ignore that.
Okay.
You're here. You're in the right place.
Yes,
You're
you
with
are.
us.
That's right. Okay. What do we got? I'm going to switch over to that tiny brush and we'll finish with our details now.
Okay.
Okay. The one thing that I didn't put in yet, which is probably the only area of black that I see, is just a little bit of dots in these black-eyed Susans. So down in the bottom of each one, we can kind of tap some of that black in there.
All right, I gotta zoom in for that.
Sorry. So just tapping some of that black in the bottom half of that black-eyed Susan. Dotting, dot, tap, 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 tap.
And then, I don't see any stems coming from the black.
Not yet. We'll get there.
Oh, okay.
I promise. Trust the process, Mark.
Okay.
We're getting to the detail now.
Okay.
Okay. So, tiny brush. Yes. Let's start with I'm going to go to my brown. So, if you want to mix that brown with a little bit of black to make it darker, you can. If not, I'm just going to use my original brown. And again, I'm just going to do some broken lines. It doesn't have to be a full um, hard line, an outline around the entire thing. So just little broken lines. So that means we're doing a little line, we're leaving some space, we're doing a little line, leaving some space. I'm gonna come around each one of these little black-eyed Susan petals. And you never have to outline. You don't have to do this. This is just something I feel like sometimes defines like what you're doing. And those little outlines really help you see what you're doing. But some people don't like to outline at all, and that's totally fine.
Bye, Abby.
Aw, bye, sweetie. And then yes, from each of these little, well actually let's do these petals so we can see where we can bring our stems down to.
Okay.
So we're gonna kind of outline these little petals over here. Real light pressure, a tiny bit of paint on my brush at a time. It's great to rinse and dry often to get it back to a point.
Now you're using what color?
This is just the brown. That's all. Not so quiet.
It's getting late.
So we're just kind of doing those little outlines on those petals. We'll come down here and do those on the right flower.
Right, now you're showing where your flowers are and you can
Yes.
define them.
You got it. And this really kind of helps things a lot. Especially for these little white ones that you didn't really, you're like, they're just sort of hanging out there somewhere.
Right.
Again, rinse and dry that brush to get it back to a little point so you have nice thin lines. And then yes, you can bring down some stems from these guys. So pencil grip, pinky stabilized for these small details. Lets you have some control over what
Holding
you're doing.
it like a pencil.
Yep, holding it like a pencil.
And then using your pinky to keep your hand steady.
Stabilized, yep. Try and do a nice straight line all the way down.
Okay.
Sometimes the wine helps with that, sometimes not so much.
Uh-huh. Depends on if you had enough.
I guess. That's true. So we got some little stems in there for those black-eyed Susans. We can go ahead and outline those leaves with the brown. And then if you want to add some of those little leaf details, coming right down the center of that. And then you can add those little veins in your leaves if you want. So just do a nice little line at the center of my leaf. And then from that center line, just do some little finer lines for veins in your leaves.
Yeah, see, Mandy says, I salute anyone who can paint in writing and in straight line.
Well, straight line up and down I'm usually fine with. You guys know that anything going horizontally in a straight line
Yeah, it's gonna.
never comes out straight for me. It's because it's just because of the angle. So it's the perspective. It looks perfectly straight this way, but when I stand in front of it, it's like can't help it.
Yeah, see, like Jamie Marie says, I'm a lot less uptight with the wine.
Yes, exactly. That's the point.
So it's like mistakes.
Meh.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's why we encourage it.
Very good. You got it, guys. All right. Just coming over here in these little leaves. There we go.
Yeah, it's a great way to start your weekend off.
I'm so happy that it's Thursday. I'm so glad tomorrow's Friday.
Exactly. It's a good way to get the weekend started.
Yes. And again, if you want to do those little veins in these leaves, just bring a little line down the center of each one. And then rinse and dry, get that back to a little tiny point again. And then do those little veins coming off the edge of those, or that center of that leaf.
Okay. And you're using that little tiny brush.
Teeny brush, yep, tiny little brush for our detail. Then you can just kind of continue with adding those little wisps of that brown.
Uh-huh.
And you can sort of alternate brown, some red, some orange. So let's
Whatever colors that you think will make your painting stand out.
That's right. So just using these little guys every once in a while, just kind of rinse and dry, get it back to a point.
Add a little bit more.
Yep. And then just grab a little bit more on your brush.
And you're just doing light strokes.
Yep. Light brush strokes.
Filling in the negative space areas.
Got to use negative space, honey. Very good.
I'm learning.
Good job.
I mean, it's not a class, but I hear you say these things, and I watch, and then I see the people's paintings when they send in the photos, and I look at the difference in your paintings, and I see all of these things, all these different strokes, all these different ways you've applied the paint onto the canvas, and I remember everything, just like I remember the people's names.
Yeah, you're good at remembering everyone's names. I can recognize most of them, but sometimes I don't remember you all. So I'm sorry if I don't. I'm terrible. I don't remember what day of the week it is most times.
Yeah, but you're the one that's in front of the camera painting. I'm the one behind here reading the chat, reading the names.
Yeah.
Or when we're doing the Zoom events, I'm watching the people painting while they're doing it.
Yeah.
And then their names. I don't forget faces and I don't forget names. It's part of my profession. I'm an actor. I study people's behavior. I study people's reactions, their response to things. I'm an observer, and that's what I do. I like to observe things and take them all in.
All right, we got a little bit of orange in there, or red orange in there. So yeah, you can take those little wisps wherever you want to. And again, they don't have to be right at the where your flower begins. It's okay if they're kind of hovering there. It's fine. It's sort of, you know, a smidge abstract, I suppose. And then with that, I'm going to rinse and dry. When you rinse and dry, I'm going to grab the little highlights in all these little leaves. So with that light yellow, I'm just going to touch each one of those little leaves with that light yellow color.
Right, see, Mandy's saying, yeah, waiting to make the little details, you can't vision what the outcome will be.
Yeah.
But it develops.
It does.
Through trusting the process.
Yep, it really does.
And then she says the question, do you ever go back and wet your brush on areas?
Not usually. I don't know. I mean, I'd say background-wise, the only time I usually do that or have to do that is if I'm kind of waiting on the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'm usually painting really quickly that I don't need to go back to wet anything.
All right.
Although I'll say, with our new paints that are coming, they're more, the tubes or the paint is more concentrated.
Okay.
So you can add water and it can go farther. So it does go on thicker than I am used to, but I'm kind of working it and learning it. But a tube will go a little tube will go a long way. So
right.
in
Those are the tubes that we will be sending in the kits
right.
Once we finally get our first shipment.
So you'll get a whole set of 6: red, yellow, blue, green. No, red, yellow, blue, black, white, brown. Okay. You'll get the brown too, because I'm like, I don't want to mix brown.
Okay.
Give you guys the brown. But each tube will probably do at least 2 to 3, maybe even 4 canvases. So,
okay.
I mean, yes, it's great that we can do that. It just fortunately or not, I guess, takes us longer to get a reorder on a kit, I guess.
Okay.
So we're trying to implement different things on the website. There is now, so I used to have 2 things. So I updated this today. There used to be a sign up of this painting and there used to be a paint kit of this painting.
Right.
And there was 2 things side by side. Sometimes people could find it, sometimes people can't find it. So what I did was I made all of the paintings sign-ups only. So every painting has a sign-up. Okay. And then there is certain paint kits. So if you want a 16 by 20 paint kit, there's a paint kit that you just kind of use the scroll button, past or present event, and you can just type in which one you want. Uh-huh. There's 16 by 20, there's 11 by 14, there's the 10 by 20. So you can do those, and there's an option for refill only, where you won't get a set of brushes with it, and it's just your canvas and paints.
Okay.
So trying different options, trying to make it easier, and just so everyone knows, again, on the sign-ups, there it says it's $1, but I promise you, just look a little further down, and there's a promo code in that description, so that your sign-ups are free. I know it may be a pain in the butt, but our website does not allow me to put something on there for $0. So I have to create a promo code in order to give it to you for free.
Okay.
But we don't want you to pay for the sketches and the supply lists.
Right.
We just want it all in one spot so everybody has all the same information. That's all. So, guys,
you're putting a little white into the...
This is that light yellow, so that
okay.
tiny bit of yellow, tiny bit of white together on those little green areas.
Right, see now, Laura Cocorlo Swanson says, thank you. My white flowers, not white, but I think, okay.
Yes, yeah, I mean, my white flowers down here, because it kind of overlaps some of the orange, it's a little bit darker here, and that's totally fine, because you know what? This area would be shadowed anyway, so it's doing the work for you without you having to paint all those extra things in there. So you're good. You're totally
Jane
good.
Marie says, I love using glazing to help thin my paints.
Okay.
It helps.
I haven't used glazing, but yes, I know that definitely will work. And I know some people that, you know.
It also helps with blending.
Yeah, that will help too. It's kind of like a thinner instead of using water. It still kind of keeps the consistency of the paint and thins it out without thinning the paint out. But it helps spread it. I use the glazing when we do like acrylic pours, when we do like, you know, boards and I pour the acrylic, which I haven't done in quite a long time.
Mandy says, it's COVID. I'm surprised I know my own name.
Girl, I hear you. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to go back to, I'm going to rinse and dry and go back to white and just kind of dot the center of each one of these little guys. And that's about it. If you want to add those little, if you want to outline these things, you can. If you want to add more, oh no, actually we have a little bit of green to add in those little flowers there. I forgot.
Okay.
Just kidding. They're not going anywhere yet. So little dots in there for our centers.
Now see, Jamie again says, I'm so excited for tomorrow. I was sketching my Golden Girls before we got on tonight.
Yes, I have to sketch my Golden Girls before we go on tomorrow. So we're going to test something out tomorrow. We're going to test tomorrow out with having a live studio audience who's going to paint with us. So we're going to have 4 friends with me, maybe 3 or 4 friends with me, painting with me, kind of in the background
Yep.
while we paint. So we'll see how it goes. It may be completely distracting and go totally unhinged, but it may be really fun to see the interaction between a small group that may be with me in person.
Yeah, be right down here in the studio with us.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
So we'll see what happens. I'm excited though.
It'll be a lot of wine flying around. That's what I
That
know for sure.
is so true.
So it should be fun.
See, that's why I bought those 2 cases that I was sharing with people. And now I may have to save for myself. All right, I'm gonna go back to the green, and then in between these little flowers, you can kind of just do some little dashes or little curved lines with that green.
Okay. I'm zoomed in.
Awesome. So it is sort of like there's little, I don't know, green vine or greenery coming from these little flowers. You can even add little, oh my gosh, leaves to it. The word for this, leaves. If you want to add little leaves to it. But yeah, there's just no right or wrong, especially, oh my gosh, in florals, because there's like, you know, it could be anything. It's just about texture and shape and shadowing and highlighting. And that, my friends, is it. I think we're good.
Pretty good.
The very last thing is always sign and date your painting.
Sign and date your painting.
Sign it and date it.
And take a photo of it.
Yes, please.
And send it in to us so we can see it and celebrate it and enjoy it. It's like one of the best parts of the whole experience for us.
Sign and date, and I will, yes, put up a post where to send those photos. Just add them as comments on that thread, and then I'll post the information for the virtual tip jar for those of you that would like to use the virtual tip jar. That just helps. You know, again, it's not expected, but it is so greatly appreciated.
Yes, it is.
Those help us continue to give back and give to you guys and do stuff for you guys, and it helps us to continue to do free events. So that's that. And then the very last thing that I wanted to show you. So some of you had asked me about, you know, like, what do I do with my paintings? I'm tired of seeing, like, I have a whole house full of paintings. So I encourage you to give them as gifts, okay? And some people, I know, I feel a little awkward just handing somebody a canvas. Like, here you go. So.
Yeah, but you never know. People do love it.
I know, but to kind of finish it off and make it feel like a more finished presentation, you can put it in a frame, and it really finishes it and makes it look like a great piece.
Yes.
So, there's, I think in the sign up, I put the link for these on Amazon. We did create an affiliate link for that. If you don't have it and you would like it, just let us know and I'll be sure to send it to you. But I started adding these as like kind of a link in our signups, just so people that want to give their paintings as gifts, especially all the holiday ones we have coming up, it's such a great addition. It looks great, and I don't know, looks awesome. What's the matter?
I don't know. It's like our video's going out, and coming in and going out. It's going to zero, then it's going back up.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. Hopefully you guys are.
The megabytes is going out to zero, then they're coming up, then they're going back out.
Hopefully you guys are still with us.
Yeah.
Still okay.
Everybody's saying thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks for doing this with us.
You're very welcome, guys.
Thank you too.
Yes.
Love this last details. It truly makes the difference.
It really does. All those little tiny things make a difference. That's why you have to trust the process till the very end with me.
Yep, that's how it works.
That's right. So yes, be sure to take photos. Share those photos with us. I will put up that comment thread very shortly when we're done.
Yeah, if you post it on your page, then please tag us.
Yeah, tag Mimosas and Masterpieces. You're more than welcome to friend me. I'm more on the business page than I am on my personal page now, because you guys, I don't want to say you're more important than my personal life, but you're kind of more important than my personal life. So, but you see that I'm the same person here as I am in my personal life. So.
Yeah, see, Nikki Tamaka is saying, yes, it's something with Facebook. Our live was a little weird tonight too.
Weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what's going on, but
I don't
It's
know,
like
but we're
now we're back up to 738 kilobytes.
weird.
But now, then we went back down to 1.2 megabytes. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but thank God we made it to the
Strange.
end.
We got it. We made it through. We are looking at, alternate ideas of hopefully possibly going to YouTube and going live to YouTube. It's still new to us, guys. It's still new.
Yeah, I'm still learning. I want to go through OBS, and
Yeah.
for some reason I'm having trouble with OBS, so I just got to figure it out. That's all.
We went from, don't forget, like, at the beginning of this year, only like 6 to 8 months ago, being able to go out and do our like in-person thing in my
Right.
10-mile radius or 15-mile radius, to having I still work full time, so having this as a full-time business and changing over everything so quickly to accommodate what we want to give to you guys. So yes, we're accommodating. We're learning as we go, and YouTube is I don't know a whole lot about YouTube other than Aiden loves to watch clocks and how to fix vacuums, and sometimes
And I use YouTube a lot.
So we're learning as we go.
In fact, I'm learning a lot of the things that I'm doing on YouTube. So
That's right. So we'll figure it out. We'll get there. We appreciate you guys sticking with us through it and growing our Mimosas community and being a part of it, because you're all important to us. So thank
yes,
you all.
and thank you again, Mandy.
Yes, Mandy, thank you so much for your painting.
And she says thank you. This was such a treat.
You're so welcome. I'm so
and
happy.
a lot of people agree. Yes, putting the picture in a frame, it does make
it. It just does something to it, and it's like, I don't know. It's so
a beautiful
awesome.
finish, and it's
a finish. It looks finished. That's
yes,
the
and
thing.
that does look like a gift.
It does, right? So people feel less. I don't know. For me, I feel like I would feel less awkward handing them. I would feel proud to hand them a framed painting than I would just handing them one of my canvases. But that's, for me, it's because my family and my friends know, like, you do this every day. Like, that's not special. It's not, like, special. I mean, we've just been kind of donating all of our paintings, but I've had people ask me recently, like, would you sell the paintings? And I really just asked for the materials cost, and if I have to ship it, the shipping cost. That's all.
There you go.
I'm more than happy to give them back, give them away, because Mark's office is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
That's all right. As long as I can fit in my seat and I can edit my videos, I'm good.
Yes.
Grandma Pat says thank you. I'm still detailing.
No
See
problem.
you again soon.
No rush, guys. Take your time tonight. Enjoy what you're doing.
Antonina Ambraccio.
Yes.
No, Umbriaco says thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for painting with us.
And Jamie says, my husband was saying something about Twitch. I don't know what that is.
I
don't know what that is either. I don't use the other platforms.
I know.
Like Twitter and Twitch and all that
I've
other
heard
stuff.
people tell me about it, but it's, you know what? It's so new. I feel like if there's anything that I've learned within branding and within all of the direct sales things that I've done, and I've done them all, it's take one thing and be really great at it.
Yeah.
Don't dabble in a ton of other things unless you master one. So I think we've mastered Facebook. They like to change things up from time to time and kind of
because
slip
like
us
we got
up.
these zeros here.
Now.
I don't know what the zeros are for. I don't understand why we got zeros.
Right.
And now we're back up, okay?
So weird.
It's either the computer, it could be anything. It could be the Wi-Fi.
Right.
Nicole Francis, thank you.
You're welcome.
I haven't
Nicole.
painted in 15 plus years.
Aww.
And I started painting with you guys with the Nightmare Before Christmas painting. And I'm having so much fun working my way through all your paintings.
I'm so
and
glad.
You know, you go to our
So
YouTube
happy for
page.
you.
I'm putting up videos every day
Daily.
if I can. Yeah.
So yeah, you get to go back through all the old stuff that we started doing way back. I mean, I think March, April, May.
Right.
We're getting there. I think you're up to May because you did my scroll tree.
Yep, and there's still another tree I got to put up.
Yeah, there's the MS tree, and
I did the tree for Sam.
Oh, you did Sam's tree.
Boy. Right.
Yes. Yeah, we were just, like naming painting. We have Anya's paint palette. I think that, I don't even know if that one's up or not, but.
No, I'll do that one tomorrow. Alma Perez says I'll be posting this on online paint nights group,
Thank you.
and I'll make sure to tag you. Thank you
We
so much.
appreciate it. Yeah, you guys are tagging us in that, and I guess because I wasn't a part of the group, I wasn't seeing the notifications regularly,
Right.
and then somehow I got into it and I clicked join, and then I messaged the admin and just kind of said, I'm a little confused as to what the group is because I didn't want to be stepping on other artists' toes. Like if it was another art company doing what I'm doing,
Right.
I don't want to be blasting my stuff on their page. That's really rude. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But I got no response back. I'll just usually kind of share if somebody says I'm looking for a Thanksgiving painting. Here's what we're doing tonight. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, thank you guys. So you guys sharing it is better than me sharing it. I feel better about that. That you do it instead of me doing it.
Yeah, it's greatly appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. We have a ton of stuff coming up. Again, I'll be working over the weekend to put together the Zoom with the zoo animal. I don't know. I definitely want to call it Zoom with the zoo.
Zoom with the
animal series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty catchy.
Yeah.
Amber Taylor says thank you and
You're
thank
welcome.
you and thank you. I feel so accomplished and I love this painting.
Yes, that is the goal. That's the goal.
That's why we come on. That's why we do this.
Awesome.
And Ashley May says thank you, Jennifer and Mark, for another great night.
You're so welcome, guys. We love hearing it. We love having you. We love having you be a part of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Justina.
Lou Lee says thank you so much for the me time, self-care, much needed this week.
It really was, I'll tell you. I don't know, every week seems like it's been such a stressful week lately.
And Ashley says again, stick to Facebook and YouTube, you're killing it.
Right? Yeah, I don't know, like I know that there's a way to like link my Instagram with my Facebook, but I have yet to figure that out.
Jen Frederick says, thanks for sharing your talent. Funny story, my painting fell face first on the floor, and now I have dog and cat hairs on my flowers. Just a little extra added touch.
Well, you know. You know what? It's not a home without dog or cat hair.
Yeah, we got the same thing here with Rascal. Rascal's right here at the bottom of her feet. He's been here the whole time that we've been painting.
He's been
and
pretty
that's what
quiet,
he does.
though.
And when you go to our YouTube page and you click on any of our videos, you'll see our intro. And our intro comes right into our home. It goes right down into the studio. And then the last people you see is Jennifer and Rascal. And Rascal's right at her feet. Just like he always is when she's painting.
I'll probably post tomorrow morning because Aiden's birthday is on Saturday. So I'll probably post tomorrow morning or maybe Saturday morning. We did a photo shoot with a talented photographer that's in our marketing group.
Yes.
We did a family shot. We did some headshots for me. We did some mimosas photos, some branding photos, and then we did a little session for Aiden and Rascal since Aiden's birthday is on Saturday.
Yep.
And Rascal's birthday is the end of the month. So we have them both with cupcakes and party hats on and glitter, and they just came out so adorable. So we'll share some of those with you guys. And Aiden even did a branding photo for himself, him and his Dyson vacuum for his vacuum business.
Yes. Miriam McGowan says, thank you. I had so much fun.
Oh, you're welcome,
I'm really
Miriam.
enjoying the YouTube videos too.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you everybody for joining. Going to our YouTube page.
Yes.
Please subscribe.
Yeah,
Please,
man.
pick the painting that you want to do and enjoy yourself. Give yourself some self-care time.
Yeah, man. Yesterday I posted, guys, we're 4 away, and you guys nailed it. Like within 5 minutes, there was like 100 more people. I was like, wow, you guys are awesome.
Yes.
So cool. So our next step or our next goal is 4,000 hours on YouTube. So 4,000 watched hours. So take your time. Watch the videos. That's where I think that's the best way for us is to figure out how to monetize a business. And I hate to talk about money. To help us monetize a business and to help us continue to do free stuff, we have to figure out different avenues that we can bring in income. So if we can make money off of YouTube, off of just people watching us all the time, that will do it. So we learn step by step, right? That's what we're going to do.
Stella Dorkman says, thank you for taking all the weekly stress away.
Yes. You're
That's what we're
welcome,
going to do it
Stella. We
for.
love you.
That's exactly what we do this for.
Aw, you're such a sweetheart.
Yep, thank you. Oh, Darlene Hartley says, what type of dog is Rascal?
Rascal is an Australian Shepherd.
And he's a rescue dog.
He is a rescue. He is a senior, so he is going to be 9 years old.
And he had a lot of anxiety when we got him. Like nobody loved him or whatever. And then he just clung to Jennifer. I mean, we all love him here, but he clings to Jennifer like that's his mommy, and he don't want to be away from her. When we first got him, and she would go to work, he'd cry all day. He didn't care what the hell I had to say or do anything about it. I'd be like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" He's like, "Oh," just crying. And now he's okay, but he still has a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
But he's
Mom
loved here
coming
in
home
his house.
from work is a big deal.
Yep, Mom coming home from work is a big deal every day, and she loves every minute of it.
Yeah, I do.
She loves it. He freaks out. Mommy's home. Mommy's home.
Being home during COVID though, like that probably really
That
that messed with him. Yeah,
him
because I
rotten.
was home for months.
That spoiled
I
him
didn't go
rotten.
out of the house for months. I mean, we may be approaching that time frame again.
But the people, they knew we was the family for this dog.
Yeah.
So they knew
he has
it.
a fabulous backstory. We told we'd been denied actually a rescue because we said that we were not home full time. I work. We all work. I mean, we can't afford a house if you don't work. Sorry.
Exactly.
So that we were kind of denied a dog at one time, and so I connected with somebody else and I explained that we had our last dog. We lost him in last July. He was 23 years old.
Right.
23.
His name was Buster.
In human years, 23.
Yes.
And he was also a rescue. So I knew that I wanted a rescue for sure. And I was okay with getting a senior because I liked their kind of more timid, Aiden is not super rambunctious. I don't want to say we're not active. We're active people, but we're not joggers, clearly. we're not those kind of people. So we needed I wanted a dog that would kind of really cling to him and would be his best friend. I mean, he is semi, but when we met the person, I actually sent her the picture of Rascal and I said, if you ever come across a dog like this, just let me know. And I think we'd be interested. And she said, that's Rascal. He was just returned back to us for whatever reason. We don't know. He's available and we'd love for you to meet him. So,
and that's how it happened, just like that.
So we talked about, we met them. Aiden asked a million questions like he always does.
Yes.
And she was like, here you go. He's all yours. They didn't ask us I asked them what the adoption fee was because I wasn't ready with that kind of money. And they were kind of like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the adoption fee. So we got the money together anyway, and we paid it forward for somebody else's adoption.
Dog. Right. That's how we do. Now, Caitlin Torres says, do you have any advice for a heavy hand? My lines are dark.
A thinner brush. So when you're doing your little lines, sometimes the brush has a lot to do with it. So sometimes if this brush is too big, go to that tinier brush. It may seem like a big stretch, but going to a tinier brush forces you to use less paint, to use less pressure on the canvas.
Right.
Use your pinky. Try and use that pinky
pencil grip,
pinky stabilized. So when you're painting, instead of pressing like you're hovering over your canvas, use your pinky and let your fingers do the work, because then you can only press so hard because your pinky is holding it there. So that might help you. And then the other thing is definitely continue to rinse and dry. And as you dry it, make sure that you're spinning it on your paper towel to get it back to that fine point. Because a lot of times our paint just kind of builds up in that brush.
Yes.
And that's what makes your lines wider. It's not always the pressure that you're using.
Right, so it might not be you have a heavy hand.
Yeah.
It's just that you haven't rinsed and dried your brush enough.
Maybe.
You put a little bit too much paint on the tip.
Yep, so just a little bit of paint at a time. Try to use light pressure. If you need to keep going back, sometimes it's daunting to do that, but to get those little lines, and that comes with time too. Those little brush strokes of lines, though, it doesn't always happen right away. So when I do my little scroll trees that everybody loves seeing, everyone was kind of like, I can't do those scrolls. And I can like whip them out no problem, but that's because I've done them so often. So it takes time, practice, and if you don't like doing it on the canvas right away,
Do it on the
have
plate.
Yeah, grab another plate or a piece of paper or
And practice the stroke
grab
before you do it on the canvas.
grab a book, a canvas book, and maybe practice on a canvas book instead of I don't want to say wasting a canvas, but
Or a
instead
piece
of
of
going
paper.
on canvas. Yeah, it doesn't always give you the same effect with the paper because it absorbs quicker.
Right.
So sometimes a canvas book will help you, but yeah, just take some practice. And
Would holding the paintbrush fuller back work?
fuller back.
Farther
Farther back.
further back.
Yeah, so it depends.
It's better if you have it up in a pencil grip.
So I like to use this when you're not doing a lot of detail. So something like my pumpkin that I'm doing a big shape,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter so much. That's where you'll hold it loose. So I call this a loose grip. So you'll hold it back like that. Holding it closer, yes, you're gonna be able to push however hard you want to on it if you don't give yourself something to stop it.
So that's what the pinky is
So
for.
use that pinky to stabilize your hand, and then you can only press so hard with that brush.
There you go.
So hopefully that helps.
Yeah, I hope that helped you, Caitlin. Well, we want to thank everybody for joining us
Yes,
tonight.
thank you all so much.
And if you can, come back tomorrow and join us for Golden Girls Friends Night.
Yes.
We'll start at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we'll have some special guests in the house for us.
We'll see if we can
Join
get them.
Jennifer tonight. Tomorrow night.
Yeah, really? What time is it?
Oh, it's about 11 o'clock now.
Oh, I did it again. So yes, we will be painting Golden Girls tomorrow. Ta-da, ta-da.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun night tomorrow.
Maybe I'll try and do some trivia or something for you guys.
All right, that'll be something I'll try to work on
Oh
during
yeah,
the
you
day.
could do that.
And then just keep in mind that next week we'll be here all weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Doubleheader Saturday. Thursday night we're doing the Penguins on Thanksgiving night. We're doing a sort of a not too late a start time. So people on the West Coast, don't worry, we'll post a video as soon as we're done. So you enjoy your Thanksgiving just like everybody else, and then you can paint with us later on that night.
That's right.
Thank you everybody for joining us. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Great evening, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Night. All right, Rascal.
There we go.
I'm done. Almost done.